So let's take a look at the single family real estate sales in League City for last month, February 2024. Let's go, well, we're going to dive into some stats in our MLS system. So obviously we're looking at League City, like I said, single family homes. First thing we're going to do is let's look at the number of listings that were in the market. And let's go with the past 5 years for that. The active number of listings. And view that by month. So, as you can see, this line is a little bit hard to follow. So let's take a look at the stats. It gives you a general idea of where the listings were when the market was more normal and where the market was super strong. See how few of the listings there were, but we'll take a look at the actual data. It's a little easier to see the differences. So there were 277 listings in League City in February of this year, compared to 184. So our listing number is up quite a bit. It's up tremendously from 2022 when there were 72 only, when the market was just super crazy, and sellers were getting 6, 8, 10, 12 offers. 2021 was still a very good market as well, and then more of a normal market, pretty close to the numbers we have now for listings, 300 in 2020, 357 in 2019. Give us an idea. We'll take a look at the days and the average days on the market. It gives you an idea of how strong the demand is as far as how long they're taking to sell. And in February this year, the average days on the market the homes sold was 48, down a little bit from last year at 51, up some from 2022 when the market, like I said, was very strong. That was 35. Still quite a bit lower than 2019 and 2020 when the market was fairly normal. The other thing we're going to look at is the median sales price. What are values doing in today's market? Obviously, everybody is, super sensitive just to make sure that the values are staying strong. And this information shows me that they are. There's the median sales price in February of this year was $421,250 in League City. You can see that's up substantially from 2023, which was actually down somewhat from 2022. You're going to have that from month to month. There's going to be some months that are going to drop down just by the types of homes that sold that month. But you can see generally overall the trend is increasing values. It has increased in value since 2019 by over $120,000, $121,000. The average price back in January was a little bit lower than it had been in 2023, but even that is still, you can see the trend is generally upward. Because if you're going to have some of those months where it dips down and drops off a little bit, happened back in November as well, but in October, previous month was up from the previous year. But once again, look at all the numbers from 2019 versus the end of last year into this year, and they're all still trending up as far as the values go. The last thing we're going to look at is the number of homes sold. See how many sales there were. So in February of this year, there were 90 sales, which is up somewhat from last year. Of course, it's down from the previous years when the market, once again, was very strong. Pretty close to average in the other, so 2020, 2019 was a great year for February as well. But you can look, the numbers are still pretty strong. We'll look at the end of last year as well. It was obviously down from the peak of the market, but there's still a decent amount of sales going on. So the real estate market in League City, feel like it's still strong. It's still a great time to buy if it's the right time for you. It's still a great time to sell if it's the right time for you. If we can answer any questions, dig a little bit more into those numbers for you, be happy to do that. Give us a call, shoot us a DM, let us know. We're here for you.